Hello again. Now, I am aware of my absence, and all I can say on this is that I have been working on several things, one of which is ready for more testing by you all. If you've watched my series on the Aurorian RP, or seen my video or advert on one of the other tests which I have conducted on the Army and Air Force sections of this, then please do continue watching, as it's very similar, and I'll only take a moment of your time. Well, I'm here to announce that the Navy section of the game is ready for testing by you all. It is a text-based real-time-esque game in which one IRL week accounts for one in-game year. More information on this can be found in the Discord server, so if you are interested in learning more and playing in the playtest, or watching to see what happens, then please, by all means, come on by. The link is in both the description and the pinned comment. But if you are instead wanting to have this information given to you through this video, then I'll be explaining things in great detail, so if you want to stick around to hear the explanations of the game, then thank you. Otherwise, please do enjoy your day. Peace. This test will be starting on Monday the 22nd of September at 8:30 AM Australian Western Standard Time. Once again, that's Monday the 22nd of September at 8:30 Western Australian Time. And the players for this playtest will be placed into the Navy and Air Force sections depending on their own choice between the two. The difference between these would be that the Navy characters control ships which can be larger than a single hex, and the sizes of the ships for the Navy are on screen now, as well as the map being used for the initial Navy test. For this test, almost all Navy and Air Force roles will be accessible depending on who gets to them first, and the total number of applicants to the game. For a starter, if less than 20 people sign up to playtest, then there will only be one Admiral and one Rear Admiral at a maximum, and only up to 2 Wing Commanders, with these roles only being given to those who ask first, with a decently constructed character for the role in question. The information for these roles are displayed on your screen now. As for the role in which those eagle-eyed among you can see, that being the Grand Admiral, that role will be inactive during this test, and the player in which displays their ability to control the battle to the best of their ability will be able to fight for the right to be playing as the first Grand Admiral when the game itself starts up proper. And there is also only one other difference that this test will have from the actual game itself, and that being the Titan class ships will be unavailable in the course of this test. As for an example of one of the ships which could be used in the test, we have this ship here, which can be used as an exemplar ship. It's a destroyer class ship with all 6 attachments and 3 buildings used. This destroyer has a total hull integrity of 21, which is an increase of 6 points from the unaltered hull, a total armor integrity of 10, which is an increase of 4 points from the unaltered armor, and a total shield value of 20, which is an increase of 5 points from the unaltered shields. This exemplar has a total crew count of 15,250 crew, with a majority of them coming from the attachments which the ship has. The buildings used for the 3 building slots are a nuclear fusion reactor and a medium armor plating, as the attachments had all been filled previously. For the attachments, however, the destroyer has broadside railguns, a ballistic missile, and 2 small reinforced shield generators. The broadside railguns and the ballistic missile are the only weapons which the ship has, which if they hit all of their shots onto a single target, they could deal at most 30 damage to a ship, before damage changes from the ship's shields, armor, and hull, obviously. As for the Air Force, however, they'll be in this test through carriers which are brought into the battle. They, however, only have 2 unit types which are space capable, those being the Space Superiority and Space Bombers. These 2 Air Force units which are being used in the test have their stats up on screen now. They both have speed modifiers when in atmosphere, however that's not going to be an issue for this test, as it's all happening in the orbit of the home world of the nation in which all players find themselves a part of. This test is occurring during the height of the 5th World War for the lore of the game as a whole, and depending on how the battle goes, the actual events could be entered into the actual pre-Union lore of the game. However, that is all that I have time for today, so please, I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.